I've decided that today is cancelled.
Good morning everybody. Now that I don't look like Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas just woken up, I can actually talk to you. Welcome to today's video. I really hope you're going to find this useful. Today I'm going to take you along on my day of study. So you all know I'm doing a master's. Like I don't say that every single week. I'm coming towards the end now. I'm finished all my lectures and so I'm just studying for exams. So I've gotten some requests in to do a video on how I study and stay motivated and stay energized to keep going throughout my day when you've got these long slogs and days of studying ahead of you before an exam. Because I'm at home in Ireland for another week, I decided I would do it here at home where I have my usual setup. I live in London, as many of you will know. If you're new, you can check out a couple of my previous videos and that will get you up to speed. I think this is a routine that is full of tips that you can apply across the board. You definitely don't need to be a student to make use of these. I used a lot of them when I was working in Seattle, doing some legal work over the summer and trying to get projects done or trying to meet deadlines. I hope you really find something in this that might be a little bit useful for you. So let's get working, let's get studying, and let's get some goals smashed today. So the first thing that I do every morning is I will tidy up my desk. I feel like a tidy desk and a tidy workspace is really conducive to a tidy mind, and you can kind of see where you're going, can visualize clearly, so that's really important to me. My desk is not too bad at the minute, but there is a little bit of organization that needs to be put on it. So I will do that and I'll be back in 1 second to show you exactly what I have in front of me. So I literally only keep in front of me exactly what I need. So I've got a box here, my little Easter box. How adorable is that? I've got my glasses, I've got my pens for my whiteboard, cod liver oil, incredibly good for the brain, and my little fairies because they're adorable. And of course I've got a paper tray here for any spare sheets or notebooks that I need to keep on me at the time, a glass for my water which is empty, I need to fill up before I start, my laptop, my degree always sits in front of me from Trinity just to remind me that I need to work hard and keep going and that I can achieve what I need to achieve, photo of me and Danny, my radio, my lamp because it can get quite dark in my room so I need to have good lighting. Try not to study in the dark if you can. It's not good for your eyes and it will make you fall asleep. And then I've got all the revision notes that I organised last night. And then I have my Dalai Lama, One Day at a Time, A to Z of happiness. So I just read that. I read little tidbits of it throughout the day when I'm feeling a bit low. I need to roll on downstairs now and grab a glass of water and make sure I'm staying really super hydrated. You all know that your brain is 90% water. I drink about 4 litres of water a day. I'm in and out to the bathroom like nobody's business, but who cares? I'm in my own house. So far, before I've even sat down, I have tidied my workspace, made sure it's clear, clean and tidy and ready to go. I will have my water, I will have my heater under my desk to make sure I'm not too cold. I'm wearing comfortable clothes, just a pair of jeggings and a little t-shirt. How cool is this? The Big Bang t-shirt. And I've also got my pens, chargers, everything ready to go so that once I sit down, I don't get distracted and I can just work on through. That's if Twitter doesn't call my name before then. That is for sure one thing I'm really bad at actually, is staying off social media. If you can, I would urge you to do your best to turn off your internet, even for like 20 minutes, half an hour. Just turn off your Wi-Fi and try and get focused. It really helps. So if you've seen my day in the life video, you know that I love to use a little pink notebook to write down everything that I need to do for the next day the night before. So it just gets myself organised, gets my brain in order what I need to do. And I mentioned that if I don't do that, I find that I'm really unmotivated for the next day. That's totally true. So literally all I did last night was wrote down in my little pink book, I need to do one thing from each module. So that's these 6 things here. And I always go in order of what's hardest down to what's easiest. It's difficult, I know, but you'll find that if you work on the things you dislike early in the morning and first, they become almost the things that you like. I have, no joke, done exams that I have hated throughout the entire year and they've ended up being my best mark. It just happens that way. I don't always get to the end of that list, and essentially what I will do then is I will just clear the whiteboard down to make this number 1 and number 2 will start up here. It's that simple. It's just a rolling system of keeping going and keeping getting done what you have to get done. If you didn't get it done, it needs to be number 1 for the next day. So it's 9 o'clock now. I'm going to go for a 2-hour block. I never go any longer than that. I think it's ridiculous. You need a break. Your mind needs a break. And start working through that list that you saw on my whiteboard. So we're lucky enough in LSE that a lot of our lecturers actually put their lectures up online in like a podcast type thing, so you can listen to them after you've been in the lecture. So that's literally all I'm doing now, is I am re-listening to the lecture that they put up online. I've already written down some notes, but I'm just going to take some fresh ones to add into what I've already done and just kind of try and speak it out then. I am somebody who learns verbally. I like to speak things out, but I also like to write them. So typically my method will be to write it out, and then I'll go down to my mum and I will just read it. I will sit there, I will read it, and then my mind just makes the connections between stuff I've already studied or stuff that I haven't necessarily understood throughout the lecture. So if you have somebody at home that you can say things out loud to, it really does help. And find a friend or somebody that you can pair up with and bounce off each other. It's 10:56, but I don't care. I am starving. So for my break, I usually get a cup of tea. I know, you're all shocked. And I'll have a small snack because I'll get lunch at 1 o'clock. I'm just gonna have a tomato today. Don't judge me, please. A lot of our diet consists of eating raw fruits and vegetables. I like raw tomatoes. Mommy Davies is giving out to me and telling me I'm procrastinating too much. She might be right. Do you like eating tomatoes like me? Alright, so we're back and we're ready to roll. So I need to now do the second thing on my list, Commercial Remedies Seminar 8. That is my first exam, so I'm pretty focused on that module at the moment. That's on the 30th of April, and then I don't have the other 5 until the end of May. So I've got a bit of time, but I am still focusing on this because we're 2 weeks out from that exam now. I'm meant to be doing my work, but now I'm sitting in a dog fort. I can't help it, she's pretty. This is a phase of pure happiness when it's lunchtime and you know you're about to feed your belly. Actually, what you eat when you're studying, I find, is incredibly important. You need to eat foods that are going to feed your mind and your body properly. Not rubbish, not crap. I know when you're stressed, it can be really easy to reach for the crisps or reach for the chocolate to make yourself feel better and give yourself that rush of endorphins. But the reality is that doesn't last and it's not doing you any favors. You'll have a sugar rush and then a crash, and that's just not conducive to good study conditions. So have some really good whole foods. I'll show you what I'm eating and hopefully you'll get some ideas for what you can eat while you're studying. Come on, baby girl, let's go. She's like, no mom, I'm comfortable. That was super delicious. You can't complain when you're getting a feed like that. But it is back to it now. I still have to do an exam question, but we're making progress. We're making progress. Doing exam questions is like the hardest part about actually studying. I hate doing them, and it was always recommended to us in school to do them. I always hated doing them. I never really did, to be honest. But since I've started in college to like practice the exam questions, big improvement. Going in on the day, you'd be surprised how similar the exam question on your paper is to past papers. I would say practice the exam papers as much as it's a bloody nightmare. Try and get 1 or 2 done a week if you possibly can. It makes all the difference. If you find that you can't stay focused for long enough, set a timer on your phone. Set it for an hour, the maximum time you might have on an exam for a question. Bang out what you can get out and just don't worry about it. However, I'm experiencing a slight food coma, so I may need to take a short, long nap. The midday slump has hit big time. My walk woke me up a little bit. Rosie loved it, she always does, but I'm starting to kind of hit that wall now. My makeup is melting off my face. I'm working through my list fairly well, not as quick as I'd like. I've been a bit distracted today because we did film a video at lunchtime and I'm mad to edit it, and also the food gave me a food coma. But my tip for tiredness, if you do get that midday slump, is to have black tea with whatever you like, but to stay away from coffee. I don't know, me and coffee don't mix very well anymore. I used to love drinking coffee. I was even contemplating getting a coffee machine for Christmas. For some reason, it started to mix really badly with my anxiety, so I would get nervous, I would get anxious, and then the coffee on top of that was making me jittery, almost that wired feeling. It wasn't good. So tea just has that little bit less caffeine in it. Actually, that reducing your caffeine intake and studying smarter, not harder, is the better way to go. That's just me personally. If I do get tired, and that's most days around this time, I will take a Baraka Boost. Baraka is essentially just B vitamins in a little effervescent drink. So you don't need to be taking anything crazy. You don't need to be drinking those stupid caffeine drinks or tons of cups of coffee, which are not good for your heart, not good for your body. So that's just another little tip I have, and I'm going to pop a Baraka in my glass, head on for another hour or two until 5 o'clock, and then I am done for the day. Alright guys, I am so super done for the day. What I'm going to do now is clean off my board, write down everything that I need to do for tomorrow. I'm going to make sure that whatever didn't get done today is priority for my list tomorrow. There wasn't that much that I didn't get done, but there was a couple of things. There's always a couple of things. There's only so many hours in the day, and if you're trying to find that balance between life and college, something's bound to get put on the back burner. It was a short and sweet video today, just giving you some of the small things that I do to make my study life a little bit easier and to keep myself healthy and happy and motivated. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you liked this video. There's plenty more where this came from. I hope you will have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!